Okay, so next up we will do a challenge proposed to me by Never Nathaniel. They did this earlier today after the State of the Game talk, and I was invited to join in, so let's do that. Hispanic items areas is the code in case anyone else wants to try this challenge. It seems to be quite difficult, with the top score being 33k. Let's see, we are playing Melting Remnant Awoken. The mutators are Protect the Pyre, start with Boon of the Blacksmith, Precious Plating, and Pyre Wall. So our Pyre starts with 40 extra health, 15 armor each battle, and plus 15 attack. We also have, modifying the Pyre, your Pyre starts the run with Fragile and Damage Shield 2. So Fragile means if this unit loses HP, it dies. So if our Pyre ever takes more than 2 hits, and maybe the armor can save it. Yeah, the armor can save it. More than 2 hits, and after that more than 15 damage, we lose. So basically our Pyre is at 1 HP. And finally, Gravity. At the end of turn, descend all friendly units. So we will overstack the bottom floor, not because we want it to, but just because that happens automatically. That's gonna be an interesting challenge. Let's jump into it. I'm not sure. Draft, Steel Enhancer, Remnant Host. Okay, that's a pretty strong start. That definitely should get us through the early game. Let's look at the relics. Oh, I like the look of the Pyre health with Fragile. Thorn Casing versus Combustible Wax. With 2 drafts already, Remnant Host, Combustible Wax actually looks pretty amazing. Too bad we didn't get Burn Bribe, but I think Harvest seems good if we are overstacking the bottom floor like crazy. Let's take it. Oh, there's another player trying this challenge. Precious Pearl. Let's say hi to them. So, enemy units enter with armor 10. I think we can do that with our drafts being a big burst of early damage. Okay, so here's the modified health for the Fragile. Looks nice. So let's set up Rector Flicker on the bottom floor at the start, with Remnant Host in front of it, so we can get 2 drafts out of it and kill these guys. These drafts will be in front, but while that's not ideal, it's still okay, I think. Honestly, maybe I would just want to have my units in front of Rector. Yeah, I don't really care about these units right now, like a Train Steward. I do want this drag to be on a high floor if possible, so we have a better chance of sniping a collector. Didn't work out. We can't get to this collector. There's no way, because of the days on the top floor. So let's set up more units here. Actually, maybe I should have set up these units on the top so they could fight this wave next turn. But we do have another draft in the deck. Let's think about this. What do we want to set up on the next floor? Maybe 2 Drex? And the Train Steward can go down all the way to the bottom. Too bad both these drafts are dying this turn. no draft. Which means that we can't stop this wave, but that's fine. Because we do have the boss kill this turn. Almost. Well, not almost guaranteed. We have it guaranteed. That's so much power we have on this bottom floor. Yeah, look at that. Easy victory here. Yeah, that's true. I need to be able to get rid of the Seraph units. Gripfall can help with that. Gripfall is actually pretty good. Entombed Explosive can also do that. Hello Drippings is not bad if we want these drafts to stay alive longer. These are all a consideration. Getting a unit back down to the bottom floor just in case we missed our chance to kill it can be useful, but I think Entombed Explosive does it a little better. And I think I want something like Entombed Explosive. Oh, yes. Sharpen on the Harvest Rector is great. Tanky Lady of the Burnout. Yeah. Lady of the Reformed with Burnout on Revenge. Seems great. I could also see an Animus of Will. Potentially that would be our upgrade target for now. But we do have these drafts which already serve a very similar purpose. But I think we want more of these kinds of effects. Even the Thorned Hollow would be a consideration, honestly. We don't have that much gold, but we barely have any spells worth upgrading. It's basically just Sharpen and the Steel Enhancers. Let's just look at the Merchant of Steel. Maybe we can find something good, and that's very good. Mind blown. Yeah, I rarely turn down a Legion of Wax, especially if I can give it large stone immediately, but I think in this challenge Big Sludge wins big time. Let's large stone the Animus of Will. And let's also increase its attack a bit more. That should be very, very powerful. Mark of Invasion. That's a pretty scary challenge with the Pyre being fragile, because we can't really kill the top wave. But we can survive the top wave because it's only 3 hits and we have 2 damage heal and Pyre Wall. Yeah, if there's already 7, the units won't descend, but that's okay. With Pyre Wall we can't take this challenge. Unless somehow the damage to the armor kills our Pyre as well, but it really shouldn't. That would be really weird. This is scary though. This is very scary. Also something I didn't think about is the fact that this bottom floor, if we set up on the second floor, we will miss them. We will go down to the bottom while they go up to the second floor. That's a bit scary. Maybe what we have to do is set up on the top floor. At least with someone. Like Big Sludge on the top with the Train Steward to block in front. And Harvest Flicker on this. That doesn't work. It's too much damage. I guess we just have to set up on the bottom floor. But that's not enough damage to kill the Forge Disciple. So we take 3 damage here and another 4 damage here. It's 7 damage. So even if we can kill this wave right away, we still should be fine. Okay, we have the Animus of Will now. Makes things so much easier. Can't kill these guys, not even with the Remnant Host. But I could reduce the pyre damage, not that that really matters. Let's drop a draft here to tank the hits and the Remnant Host behind it. I'm not getting many harvests here. So that's a bit worrisome. But we do have this hugely powerful unit that will single-handedly carry us here. So yeah, this was a scary fight, but thanks to our Animus, not a problem. Votivary, Molten Encasement, Dripfall. I do like a Dripfall. I do want the ability to bring enemies down to the bottom floor. Wildwood Sap, Vine Grasp. Vine Grasp is actually decent. It's a way to kill a backliner, which can give us a harvest trigger. Among other things. I really want to look at some more unit upgrades. It would be amazing to find multi-strike here. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. Legion of Wax again, and Lady of the Reformed. Lady of the Reformed with spikes would actually be decent, but I don't think we're that much into the burnout theme anymore. Yes, try hard only, I am. But you can also give feedback on their Discord. If you wanna, if you have something you wanna tell them. Lady of the Reformed, that's pretty interesting. Especially if we give her spikes from the upgrade right away. I do like it. It is good. It's very good. Gift of Gratitude, Petty Theft, or... Well, I don't think it's Heaven's Gold. I think it's Petty Theft. It's very early in the run, and this gives us another way of dealing with backline units. Just in case we don't draw our Spiky Lady at the right time, for example. Okay. We can set up this hugely powerful duo right now and follow that up with Big Sludge dropping down next turn. I think I prefer that over the Animus, even though I would love to get the Animus out as well. I think that's a bit more valuable, just so we can get these early harvests going. Let's do the Petty Theft here. Now I do want more drafts to drop down below, as well as the Animus. So I might not want to play too many other units. Unless I get them killed, I guess. I think we have to take out this bomb. And let's not only get a draft ready to descend, let's also bring Daedalus down here. Somehow I thought we would have enough damage to that something gets through to Daedalus, but I guess not. Because the only thing doing damage right now is the Sludge. It's actually pretty funny. We can get the Remnant host killed here. And then descend the drafts. So we have a bunch of drafts here on the bottom floor. I guess we don't need the animals to be there as well. And now we have spikes on Rector Flicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 units right now. I guess the final one will be a Train Steward. And there's our kill. Sacrificial Resurrection. You know I gotta take that one. Even though Wax and Spike is also a consideration. Especially with the Lady of the Reformed being in the deck. But it's very hard to use. The Lady of the Reformed needs to be up before we can play it. Because otherwise we have a bit of a problem. Yeah, Sacrificial Resurrection is just great. I don't think I want any more units. I don't need capacity. I don't really need that much Ember, but one more might be good. I do want card draw, but it's not that important. I guess with the Sacrificial Resurrection, card draw becomes a bit more important. Yeah, there's got to be a reason. I think I have an idea what that reason might be. I think that reason might have something to do with the boss with stealth. But with Harvest Ragnar we should be able to beat said boss. Relic is tempting, but I think removal is more important. I really do think so. Another big sludge. Well, if I want another big sludge, I can always dupe the one I already have with multi-strike and attack buff. Let's get these Train Stewards out of here. They are really, really bad right now. Maybe the restores are even worse. At least I can play the restores on my champion or something like that. And we want stronger harvest triggers. And what do I dupe? It might just be another big sludge. No, I think a single big sludge should be enough. Unless we want to go for flying kills. We don't really need to, everyone else died, so maybe it's better to have another Animus of Will. More consistent. It's easier to play. Which one was Sour of Sorrows again? Is that the sweep guy? Never Nathaniel died to Scorchfell. Yeah, lifesteal sweep, okay. And Lozareth died to the Seraph. Bane died on this 5th battle. Well, we'll see. It could be Crystal Cloak on the 5th battle that killed Bane. Spell Shield? That might not be worth it. Because Petty Theft gives us 50 gold each time we get a kill. Well, this is 150. We will not get 3 kills, so this should be better. Even if we lose a kill with the Petty Theft, this should still overall be more money. Yeah, we can set up Harvest, Flicker and an Animus of Will behind him. That's already pretty decent. This one doesn't deal with that guy. In fact, I don't really see a way to deal with that guy. Unless we hold Remnant Host for the next turn. Well, there is a way, but I guess we just have to let him take out one of the damage shields from our pyre. That shouldn't be too bad. Driftfall is actually a lot more damage prevented here. I don't think I want to play the Remnant Post right now. Now the Lady of the Reformed actually takes care of this one. I would love to play the spikes, but I think I have to play Big Sludge. Especially considering it gets a harvest trigger on its own right now. And I think we should be set for this combat. Want to keep my champion healthy. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. The draft will die eventually, I guess. Unless we put the Lady of the Reformed in the front. And start healing her up some. These cards are all very bad. The Restore might be worth playing here. And then we play the draft here in the front. Oh, there also. I thought there was one more room here. Goodbye, Pyrelight Master. Engulfed in smoke. We don't want that because we are utilizing spikes. I think I don't want any of these. The stealth minions. Not if we have spikes. But yeah, the stealth minions would actually be a problem, huh? Pyre shots. Yeah, that also makes me want to take some more spikes, just in case. We still have units left to upgrade. No removals are available. Spell upgrades would be nice, but they're still not my highest priority. We can get unit upgrades on this next floor, but there's also removals, a Hellwent, and Conceal Caverns. Here, these are unit upgrades that we could take. I guess we take the spell upgrades then, because there's not much chance to get these anywhere else. A Petrified Heart. I mean, we don't really do healing. These restores are just in there because they're not better than and not worse than Train Stewards. I mean, Blood for Blood is worthless. Heartstone is nice, but not that important. If we can get plus 10 health on all our units, that's a lot better. Not that the Pyre health does anything, but I do want extra damage on the Petty Theft, but maybe not with Consume if I can avoid it at all. Let's cost reduce the Sharpen. And Consume remove the... no. It's just gonna make them worse Sharpen. Double stack. Double stack the Sharpen. Let's also cost reduce the Driftball and double stack the Sharpen actually. Some more spikes can be helpful. You know what? Nah, I want to remove them for good. We will go to the left side next. Yeah, let's stop purging them for real. I guess that's a pretty cheap semi-purge, okay. And then purge another one. We don't need much gold on the next floor because we will not be going to a shop, most likely. Retribution. Numbers enemies enter with spikes for. Is that a problem for us? I don't think so. We just need to make sure we can kill these stealth minions. And right away, we do have a great way of dealing with them. Thanks to Sharpen, and we even get to set up our big sludge already. It's great. That prevents some damage on Rector. This drag will just die to the spikes on the first enemy he hits. Not actually the first, because of... okay, it will take a while for him to die. I forgot about that heartless business. Let's set up these units and get theft off. This overcharge tank survives, so we need some damage against that one, which will probably come from a draft, so we should be fine. Might want to add another drag to this floor, just in case. Animals of will do the trick. So we have 5 units now. We will get this drag and this Animals of Will descended. I don't mind having a draft on this floor ready to move down. I'm not sure if I want an Entombed Explosive ready though. Probably not. I wouldn't mind just sacrificing all of this. But I guess some extra spikes on Rector are useful. Let's make this graph ready to drop down. I do think I wanna move the lady in front again. Too bad we can kill our own units with this. That worked out really well. I don't mind health banners, this is actually quite good. Subsuming Blades, Memories of the Melted, Remnant Host. Is it still early enough for a Subsuming Blade? I think so. We do want some more backline targeting spells. I think on Covenant 10 they are not 190 health yet. Let's take an Invigorating Solution, that should be useful. I think they are 170 on Covenant 10, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's look at the caverns first. The Iceberg. The spell power doesn't really mean anything to me. Well, not much, at least. And it makes setting up a bit more difficult. I guess I will take the hammer just to ease the setup a little bit. Duplication. sharpen something, I want duplicated. No, I think it's Dripfall. We might need Dripfall pretty badly very soon. As soon as we are up against the double Gilded Wings, we might need the Dripfall to deal with them. We will get the Hellspanner's trigger, so this is a little bit of a problem, but I guess ideally we kill the statue on the second floor first. And use the Remnant host. Oh no, the Remnant host won't die. That's fine though. No spikes yet. But any unit we play on this floor should be able to deal with those guys, so I'm not worried. We can even play a drag in... no, the drag won't die. But that's actually not a problem. It will be a problem. This final Absolver won't die unless I give spikes to the Remnant host, which I don't really want to do. Let's just daze him so he doesn't trigger resolve. There's my sludge. That's 4 units right now. Will be 5 because the Remnant house dies. So 6 and 7. I could make the Remnant host not die yet. That's not actually a bad idea. And then let's burn out the restore. I can't gain gold, but at least I can subsume. Let's play out these for some extra ember. I think I do want the spikes to be on Rector Flicker, because in the end he will be the one that's getting hit the most. I don't wanna consume the petty theft. I will not play the Sacrest this turn. Let's play the units first. Then petty theft this guy. Penance. We can subsume you. Let's play out these units once more, so we can play every other card in our hand as well. And nothing we can petty theft anymore, but we can still subsume. Whoops. Actually, there was nothing with low enough health. The Entomb's Explosive would have had low enough health. I sometimes forget that these drafts don't have 3 health. I say sometimes, I forgot every time it came up. Oh man. Just because it's fun. With the health banners, we're really not energy starved at all. Let's pick more draw. I want to draw into those spells more often. Card removal is still very valuable. Let's look at the shop quick. Health, attack. Let's go for the caverns. Consumable items. More spikes, I guess. Maybe some armor. Rage. Okay, that's still okay. Still useful. Quick start our big sludge a little bit. So what is there left to upgrade? The lady? I think she wants some more health. Draft might want more attack, but that's about it. I don't really need anything else besides that. Final Train Steamer gets removed, and I think it's Remnant host. No, I think it's Drax. Yeah, the boss artifact pick after card drafts is a great change. Well, I say change. I don't think it was ever different in the release game, but for us beta testers, it definitely was a change. And let's get that final harvest. The burnout is not bad, but the harvest should take over pretty quickly. Well, it needs 13 kills to take over. That should usually happen. But not immediately. Heaven Seal. Now this is the one I'm a bit scared of. Because we don't have enough damage right away. And if anything gets to the top floor with Heaven Seal, that's really dangerous. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid this challenge. That's a bit too spicy for me. Because we won't have 160 damage to kill a Gilded Wing right at the start. Well, I assume that, and then we have this hand, which, you know, almost has it. Can have it easily. But that hand was basically a god draw. It's not like I could have known I would draw a hand this good. I guess that's best here. Let's get his craft ready to descend. Targeting is becoming a bit difficult with the floor that massively overstacked. Yeah, the problem with petty theft can kill 3 health guys, and there are a lot of these in these later fights. Let's get some amber. No way to make it work. I guess we just use the subsuming blade for kill here. And then adaptive mutation, the... let's kill... I could also save these drafts, but I don't really want to. That's a pretty big sludge. Now I guess we move the lady to the front. Give her some spikes. Kill one of these guys. Might as well rip fall the other two to prevent the damage. And none of our units even die or take damage. Weaker place, not necessary. Let's just skip for the gold. Preserve thorns. That might actually be helpful. And I really want to go to the Merchant of Magic, because I might need magic power for the final battle. Spike set is actually pretty good, but I shouldn't be buying these. Let's cost reduce the subsuming blade and reroll. Okay. Okay, this makes me feel pretty comfortable. None of these is really needed. Channel Heart wouldn't be terrible, but we better keep the gold for score. This is a scoring run after all, even though we currently are in a position where we will be first by just winning this run. Just winning this fight. That might not stay that way. This is actually quite a few unit deaths, but having the spikes here might be even better. And let's also add a draft here. Kill its Darkwings. I don't think I want to have Remnant host do anything in this fight. Lady and Animus. Let's kill one of you for 50 score. Higher Shards are champion. And Steel enhance the Animus. Tire Wings means I won't have Ember next turn. I guess that's fine. I think I want to consume this Entombed Explosive and make it into a draft here. I'm not sure if these backliners die if I daze them. Think about it. 62, 100. Basically the big sludge will get the first kill with the first hit. Then 52, 60, 62 actually, 72, 110. One of them will die, the other won't. That's okay, I can daze one of them. I could also descend Seraph. We're still gaining health, so... I do want to daze this guy. And I also want to move Seraph down a floor. So some things for some extra card draw next turn. This is not that significant just yet, but we don't need it to be more significant than that, to be honest. We do have one more space, and that's for an Animus of Will. I think it's time to move the lady to the front now. Then we play Animus on this floor. There is a Dripfall. I think we should use it. The lady doesn't have spikes anymore though. So we need to replay them. So these guys die to the spikes. And let's kill one of them. Let's remove these cards. I think not getting Ember Drain is the most important thing here. I don't mind the lady dying now. She has done her job. And here's the final wave. And we win. Well, I don't think this run was that difficult, but there were a few scary turns in the early fights early on. The first few turns in the early fights was somewhat scary. But with the Pyre Wall and the damage shields, I think most of the time you'd be alright. Yeah, pretty interesting. The gravity modifier is probably pretty powerful, but has some issues. Especially on Covenant 10 and higher when the top floor will be dazed. But yeah, pretty good run. Let's take a look at the other decks here. Lazareth. He went with Legion of Wax. Twice even. Harvest Rector. Same as me. Hey, DRKB8. Thank you very much for subscribing with tier 1. Welcome to the stream and enjoy your emote in chat. I think that's a bit too many units. Especially considering Legion of Wax takes up to 3 slots just... No, he has Wax or Snuffer. Legion of Wax takes 7 slots all on its own. Thorned Hollow is definitely not exciting, but I personally was thinking about it for a while. Just because it's a way to gain spikes, and it's a pretty good frontliner on the bottom floor. Paraffin Enforcer is definitely bad. If you just have a bunch of drafts, okay, he also had Remnant Toast with Endless, but still. I just don't think that's a well-built deck. I don't really get the point of Legion of Wax in this deck. It will take forever to die. And by the time it dies, you probably have a ton of units on the same floor. And then you can't really spawn the twins or the modes in the number you would be expecting. So, Never Nathaniel also went with Legion of Wax. But he didn't go quite as crazy with it as Lazareth. I'm surprised he died this early on. This deck actually looks significantly better than the other one. Yeah, Legion of Wax and Gravity just doesn't really work out that well, I think. Because it takes up so many slots. And while it is great on its own, for the amount of unit slots it takes up, it's not that powerful. But I do like the spikes on them. Kill everything on all floors, maybe. And here, Bane Williams with the multi-strike, large stoned big sludge, and another big sludge, and no Legion of Wax whatsoever. Quite similar deck to ours. He was the first one to die. I do like this deck the most though. Maybe his problem was picking Thorn Casing over the Burnout extension, so his drafts were a lot less reliable. And I could see that being a problem early on in the fight. But he didn't die that early. He died to Hidden Assault. Oh! Yeah, he died to Hidden Assault. He didn't have spikes except for Thorned Hollow. And if he didn't draw a Thorned Hollow in his opening hand, that might be a problem. Well, even if he drew it in his second hand, that would still win. No, he did a lot of damage to the boss. He died to the boss. How does this deck die to the boss on that fight? Was he not able to keep up healing his units, maybe? With the Harvest Rector Flicker? Not sure what happened there. He has Harvest as well. Huh. Well, that was an interesting challenge. Definitely something very, very unique. I haven't played anything like that before. The gravity modifier is definitely changes the game very drastically.